as I can tell, there's about a 30-minute delay between what I do and stream, so move this window out of my way and bring the game back up. It still keeps the items. Jock Warrior. Good old E.T. cleric. So, is everybody ready? All character sheets are set up. Let's rock on. Tell him, E.T. Alright. Extra experience points for be rewarded to those who roleplay. Difficulty is set based on number of creatures that you fight. Oh, hey, bud. Is it just my voice audio, or is it game audio, or both? Because the first time around I had problems with the game audio, and it took me a while trying to figure that out. You can hear both? Oh, that's good. This game that I'm using as a test platform for my first stream is basically Knights of Pen and Paper, the first game. There's 3 games in the series. Second one's pretty much the same as the first, but the third one takes place kind of Star Trek style. You go planet to planet. Turn down game audio a bit so your voice comes through. Give me a second to go through OBS and fix that. Should be that one. Okay. Yeah, I just did that. That sound any better? A bit too much? No, then they're more subtle than I thought they were. Well, I went down about half. I put it around 3/4. That should be alright there. Try to keep your voice in the oh, that sounds good, okay. Okay, so the audio's good then? As I was saying for this game, there's, you get it on, I got it on Android tablet through Google Play, and you can get this through Steam. I think Steam has a bundle for the games, but not the DLC. As you wake up, you hear cold whispering of the wind. You can't remember anything that happened before. This game is kind of a reenactment of old tabletop games, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. But the characters are kind of funny in it. All you know is that you're a group of friends locked in a tower prison with no reason, for no reason at all. Everybody's calling you assassins. While searching for a way out, you notice prison bars have been broken by some type of magic. Have never played tabletop games, so I always wanted to try. Yeah, they can be kind of fun. I've done tabletop games before. I've done D&D. I got books for them somewhere around here. One of the programs on Steam I want to get into is it's basically a virtual tabletop. It's basically like a program that houses all the things you need to do it, but instead of doing it for real, you do it over a computer network. So that'd be kind of fun. As you leave your cell, you face some guards who are clearly unhappy to see you there. Hey, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be inside the cell, not outside of it. Hey, Captain. Oh, really? You do know this is like the second time I've ever done this. Oh, thank you, though. Like I said, I'm still pretty new to this. I just made a few scenes for a test. So if you see the first part of it, of the stream, it started as a blank screen, and then it phased in what I'm using as a temporary starting screen for the stream. And then I made a temporary be right back screen. But anyway, I'm gonna see, it's only been about 7 minutes. I'll probably stream for about an hour or so, then probably review and see how things went. We haven't really gotten that far. Bud's been helping me with the audio a bit here, and then talking a bit about the game and what it is, and where you can find copies of it. But the guard's being overly patient, so we might as well talk to him here. Guard number 1, hey, you're supposed to be inside the cell, not outside of it. Guard number 2, you don't want to get hurt, do you? Get back in the cell. Yeah, every time I look down like that, that's so I can read chat. Because the two monitors I have are not on the same level. You regret that. Not returning to the cage for no good reason. These seats right in the front are basically character seats. So I can have up to 5 characters. But right now, to start the game, you're only allowed 2. And you can customize the character. So I have a bully who's playing the role of a warrior, and I have an extraterrestrial ET who's playing the role of a cleric. Normally this crown and this goblet are not on the table. They roll over from any previous games. That's what this shop button is on the top. We'll get into that a bit later, but first we gotta get get out of this tower dungeon. Prison break. We have to kill two guards and one or more battles to win. So you get to choose how many monsters you fight at one time. So the more monsters you fight, the more this bar goes over, and it will change colors. So I add a guard. It's still pretty easy. It's still pretty green. I add 2, and then it's starting to become difficult for my characters. And then 3, it's like the more I add, the more dangerous it's going to become. And the game pretty much rewards you from using a phone. I was thinking about getting my tablet over and sticking it somewhere close to my gameplay monitor, but then I didn't want it to be the text to be so small I couldn't even read it at a distance. This setup I got is working, so I'm just going with that. So 3 is a bit too much. I only have to kill 2 of them, so we're just gonna go start on 2 guards. Right now they have no abilities, so the only thing I can do is just hit them right back. The buttons on the screen on each player's turn, there's going to be base attack, there's going to be magic, special abilities, item usage, defend, and run. Yes, they will call you a chicken and they will make clucking sounds if you try and run. So that's 1 guard down. If you notice these little orange diamonds, they tell you the turn order. So if you want to kill the person who's going to be next to you, next after you in the turn, to make it so your allies get a bunch of turns together, you can just look at the turn order and see who's going next. So I got my first victory there. So I need to get the heck out of here. They sounded an alarm on me. Some of this, when the characters say they're rolling dice and stuff, it's usually just scripted. It's nothing that the game is doing randomly. It's just when they talk to each other and say they're rolling dice, it's usually just a script. So I got this strange guy that tells me he's gonna take me away. Well, I don't want to be captured by the guards. I'm already half dead. And I arrive in Default Village. Yeah, this game makes a ton of jokes about gaming in general, and most of it's geared towards games like Dungeons and Dragons, but I think some other ones apply too. And that's telling me, pro tip, any quest that I choose that have a star is main story quests. So I got some money, and I got XP for my party. Oh, no, they just leveled up. So anytime a character will level up, you get a level bonus. So I have E.T., who's my cleric, my healer. When you create characters, you have 2 options. You have the the player, who is E.T., that's the player of this character. And then you have the character's class. Sometimes certain classes go together better. So for E.T. being the player of this character, he'll recover 1 MP a turn, and being a healer, it helps a lot. So that's a passive ability. His player abilities can't be changed. It's all his class abilities that can be leveled up. Circle of Healing is heal everybody. Restoration is heal 1 person. Smite is holy damage and heal yourself. And weakening is lower foe attacks. So we're gonna up Circle of Healing. And then the Warrior. The Warrior is being played by the Jock. Jock's player ability is Bully. So he gets a +1 to his attack rolls. Oh, I should explain the character sheets here, shouldn't I? You have your XP bar. You have basically what your character looks like. He'll change based on armor and weapons and stuff. Here's the range damage he does per hit. His health. His magic. Threat is basically the chance of an enemy going after him. Another character I like to get later on is the Paladin, who intentionally ups his threat level. So he's more threatening. So all the attacks go after the Paladin, and then that leaves all my characters to do mop up and stuff while they're not being hit. Initiative, higher initiative, faster he goes. Critical chance of him going critical. The class Thief. I don't think Thief or Rogue. I don't remember which one. That's the high crit class. So I can give Cleave. He can hit multiple foes at minus 40% power. He can raise his defenses up with Heartskin. Strike is just a really powerful attack that weakens the foe. So the foe gets a minus to his attack rolls. Taunt. Okay, yeah. So taunt, he can raise his threat level to make the enemies go after him more. So we're gonna get a level of Cleave that we can hit multiple enemies at a turn. So we just got to this village. The level up filled our HP back up, so we don't need to worry about that. Before we do any quests, though, we should go over what the shop button does. This game knows it's role-playing, so that's why this crown and goblet in there, because the game has 3 save states. Then it has a central save where it remembers its in real life status. So if at one game bought this crown and the goblet, the crown allows you to fight up to 7 monsters per battle, and the goblet allows you to have up to 5 players at a table. Otherwise, you're maxed out at like 3. But you can buy other objects. You can buy different rugs. You can buy different doors. You can buy a bunch of different things actually. So we got snacks. These are temporary buffs based on a time limit. I usually don't deal with them. Drinks are the same idea. Objects, I usually get objects. +1 to dice rolls, +1 to skill durations, +1 to all skills. I'll usually get objects. Tables have different effects, so you can get... Your characters can have lifesteal abilities, permanent increase to XP, better chance of finding items, finding more gold, better crit chance. You can change the multiple games have different terms for this, but the Dungeons and Dragons, it's a Dungeon Master. different games, say Game Master. But he's basically the one who's in charge of running the behind-the-scenes stuff in the game that the players don't actually deal with. So you get like a purple Yoda, rat-like Splinter, some doll-like guy, game store guy, comics guy, and then Back to the Future scientist. Then you got furniture options, door options, rug options. So you can get a whole setup that gets you like a ton of gold real fast, but they're pretty costly. So that's why I have a crown and a goblet on my table, because one of the past playthroughs and I bought that, and the game remembered that. So I can choose the quest type. I can go slay. I can rescue somebody. I can go collect stuff. I can escort people around. But I'm gonna go kill some rats. So a girl approaches the group and cries out to us. And of course E.T. wants to know it's a cute girl. Least you can do is put beautiful girls in the quest. I've gotta look into the base rules of D&D. That's what this joke is about, or Christmas 19. It has to do with what the basic level of stat is in D&D, and then you can change it, but 19 is, I think, fairly high for a start, because I think a basic level for a skill is like 10. Commoner girl. There's a rat infestation in the village. Could you please deal with it as fast as possible? Really frightened, you see it in her eyes. Not helping her, but the village as a whole. So they want me to kill 5 rats. Alright. Let's get some rats. Oof. Good thing I got those healing skills, otherwise this could hurt a bit. So, now that I have skills on my characters, I can go into their skills. Cleave. Cleave can do up to 3 enemies, but you gotta hit them right in the center. So if I click right here, I'll get number 2, number 1, and number 7. But since I'm low level, it eats a ton of my MP. So I'm just gonna work my way across. So I don't have enough MP to do it again, so it's grayed out. To go take care of stuff in real life. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for showing up. Probably just try and stream if I find time over the weekend or something. Just to work on skills. So, have fun, I guess. Yeah, so you might have noticed as soon as I killed the number 2 rat, all the numbers readjusted themselves. So since my warrior was number 3 and I killed number 2, he became number 2, and the rest of the numbers changed themselves in accordance. We're both getting kinda half health here, so I gotta get the cleric to start healing. Well, I already killed 2 of them. And they just don't like the warrior, do they? Kinda wish I had the other heal one person. But oh well. Oh, that's down to 2 now. Stupid rats. Why is it always rats at the beginning of a game? Freaking Earthbound had it right. Earthbound had rats in like the middle. They even had one for a boss. Oh, so I leveled up again. So I'm gonna get that individual heal on the cleric. And get this strike for one-on-one battles. Check the quest icon. Commoner girl, if the rumors are true, you really are a great warrior. Wait here. And she runs in the house. What is this? A bathroom break? Yeah, it's exactly what it is, E.T. It's a bathroom break. So I got golden experience for doing the battle itself, and since I completed the quest of killing 5 rats, I get a quest reward. And the quest reward gave me some more gold and some more experience. I should have enough gold right now to buy another character seat. Maybe 2. I don't know. So let's get us a paladin. Who would make a good paladin? Not Mr. John. Well, the guy could die a lot, so having a discount to resurrect him on death would be kind of good. Let's save the pizza guy if I'm desperate. I should go with Wolfie here, because Wolfie could heal once a turn, and paladins are going to draw a lot of aggravation their way. So, he's going to cost me 10 gold to have a new character. Cool. Confirm it. Cool. All new characters will start level 1, so I gotta level him. It's gonna take 80. I don't want to do the pizza guy. So, we're gonna wait on another character. Go into the quest. Let's kill some bats. They're just rats with wings, right? You know, isn't that what Catwoman says about Batman? So, you must save the villagers inside that house. You're so mean. Deal with my monsters. I gotta kill 7 bats to complete the quest. No, we're not gonna go that high. Do something like 3 and 4. Because I gotta raise my new character up. So he has no abilities yet. He's just a lowly level 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just kill him however we feel like it, I guess. And give a nice little cleave. And heal everybody. Yeah, most of the comedy stuff's going to be later on in the game. When I got more characters talking about different things that I got. Further along, different areas will have different events. I can cleave again. Cool. I gotta get him like a MP restoring items. You can get different items during the game that give different stat bonuses. Like monster parts and stuff like that. But for right now, it's just grinding until we can get a team together that can actually do some real damage. Okay. Oh, they all leveled up. Well, how about that? So, we're gonna raise Circle of Friends to the next level. Circle of Healing to the next level. It's gonna raise the amount it heals, and it's gonna raise its cost. Paladin comes with the abilities Devotion. Gets you can give him extra HP, and raise his critical his threat level by 1. And that's a passive skill, so you don't have to worry about that. He has his own self-healing ability. He has a shield ability that's nice later on. But the one we were really worried about is Leader Strike. Because Leader Strike can draw it, make it so all attacks will go towards him. So we're going to go Leader Strike for an ability. And then after sending out Leader Strike, you'll notice he'll have a little effect on his character, and then all the attacks will go towards him. Oh, and the warrior leveled up, so we're gonna get him better cleave. So upgrading cleave will give me a +5 attack power. So right now I'm at, it will swing for -40%. So that will give me a +5%, and will increase the cost by 1. So instead of a -40%, it'll be at -35%. We need to get some gold. So the best thing we can do is just fight people. But since we're already doing a fighting quest, we might as well kill some bats. So we knock 2 birds with 1 stone here. Come on, bats. So I'm gonna go Leader Strike, and you notice all the bats are starting to go after him. But I got the cleric right here to heal him, while the warrior swings his sword around like a maniac and just cuts them to bits. Yeah, the leader strike ability, it only lasts for a certain number of turns. So every now and then you gotta redo it. It's gonna be this way until I can get the next character I want to get is a druid. Druid is similar to the cleric, except instead of healing he does regeneration, which helps out a lot because it's multi-turn heal. Haha. Stupid bats, 3-on-1. So I'll get the XP and gold from the battle, and of course he'll level up. So let's make him a little more sturdier, up his devotion. Then check the quest. And then the quest is done, so I'll get another reward. And then it was what, 80 for another character? So I gotta do some more fighting. Drink some juice I got here. Let's see here. What would be the next class? Slay bats. You can look at in the quests before you accept them. They tell you the approximate level you should be. So doing the merchant one's a bad idea because that's level 9. I'm only like level 3. So we're gonna go rescue Grandpa because that's level 3, and I got a level 4, and a level 3. Yeah, 4, 4, and 3. If you see Grandpa. Oh, so now they're forcing me to fight enemy waves. So I gotta fight 3 waves to rescue Grandpa. Well, Paladin, do your job. You're there to be a meat shield. And I didn't even remember to heal. Yeah, in between battles, if you can heal up before you get a lot of recovery items, it's a good idea. They start you out with a lesser HP repair, lesser HP potion, and lesser MP potion. So I'll give Warrior an MP potion. So later on in another wave, he can start cleaving. Oh, we'll go right into the bats. Good, there's 3 of them. Let's cleave them. And draw the attention. And heal everybody. Cleave them again. And off that bat. So this is why I like E.T. to be the cleric, because he eats up so much MP. His player ability will allow him to regain MP during the turn. So you'll notice it's grayed out now, I can't heal anybody. But later on it will come back. Because once a turn he's gaining 1 MP. And that's another reason why I like Wolfie to be the paladin, because Wolfie's player ability will allow him to restore 1 HP a turn. See, it's already back up. If I wanted to, I could heal somebody now. But since I'm down to 1 monster, might as well just kill it. Oh, okay. Oh, I can have to win a battle. How about that? Give him better heroes. Better leader strike. These ones with the bigger health bars, they're most likely epic monsters. Just bigger, badder versions. Now that I defeated the waves, I couldn't leave behind the church filled with the monsters. So he was sitting in church and a bunch of monsters came in and we had to go save his butt. Oh, and they gave us an item. Red target. Red apple target. So I use this to restore 5 HP. Shut up, DM. Yes, I'm gonna update my character sheets. So I'm gonna get the weakening ability, so I can drop the attack power of enemies for a couple turns. You have a level up, so I'm gonna level up your cleave again. Okay, this time we're gonna go rest at the inn, and we wait long enough, and everybody's gonna refill their HP and MP. Since we're in a town, it's pretty safe. But if we were out in the wild and we tried it, it would be risky. Oh wait, we got 90 gold now, so let's get another character. Let's get that. I want a rogue, but I want the druid more. I also want a mage though. So who? Crazy little healer bastard. Let's go a rocker. Rocker's not that bad. Oh, a hipster druid. Because he's kind of, druids are like half and half between healer and fighter. So we're gonna have to level him up. So it's like about 15 minutes left here. Might as well just level them up, and then check a couple of tests using scenes quick, and then call it a day. So let's go kill some rats. See, since I have 4 characters now, I can have 7 rats out, and it'd be almost no problem. So we're gonna start by cleaving a few. And most of my guys got a low end. So we're gonna draw attention of some of these guys. Guys are a little banged up, so we'll heal them. I probably should have started handed out weakness. You're level 1, you don't have any abilities right now. So just go help kill people. Yep, do your job. You are the meat shield. Let's show people what weakness is. So we gave them weakness. Their attack rolls are going to be dropped for about 2 turns. Just attack. Hello, you probably can't see that because of where my face is on the stream, but a achievement notice came up. This game does have achievements. So yeah, maybe after stream I'll move my webcam from this side of the screen, over to this side. That way, an achievement pops up. You'll actually be able to see it. So I'm gonna level up our druid. So he can go into a rage. He can claw somebody, do some extra damage. And he can make them bleed. Bleeding is kind of the same idea as poison. Regeneration. You can heal somebody for a couple turns. Hibernate. You can force somebody to sleep, and then they got target weight. Like the auto critical, it looks like. And Gaia's blessing. You could recover your group's MP. As much as that's a good one, right now I want the regeneration. Then I throw that on the paladin, and I don't have to keep healing the damn paladin. For number 5, my characters, that's gonna cost me 250. I either want a rogue or I want a mage. I haven't played with witch. I think witch is part of the DLC pack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Kind of want to work my way towards getting a mage. And I like to use Miss Goldberry because she gets a ton of buffs and stuff. If She gets plus to health. Considering she's a mage, it's gonna help keep her alive a little longer. Gets a plus to MP. She can HP and MP steal, and a plus to her XP. So that helps keep her alive a little longer and keep her fighting a little more. Then mages have abilities like Fireball. They can burn people for multiple turns. You can freeze people, and it makes them lose turns. Stream. Basically increases spell damage, and Meteor is her group attack. Meteor is really nice to kill a ton of people at once. So I'm gonna need a ton of money. I need 250. I got about 10 minutes, so we're gonna heal up. And yes, you usually gotta wait for the bars to heal up, but once you're at higher levels, it's not that slow. They want me to go do the bat one. And if I remember correctly, the second bat quest, you gotta go to a new area, and I really don't want to do that. So we got an export quest, but that's level 30. We're too low for that. Rescue quest is level 9. We're too low for that. Let's go get some blood gemstones. Level 1 quest. Ah, of course. Go to this place. We need some items from the Den of Devil. Can you hand over? Right. Can you head over there and get us some? Sure, why not? Go to Den of Devil. So anytime you go to the map here and you travel, not only is it going to cost you money, cost you gold to travel, but it's also going to be risky because you can get ambushed. Right here it just talks about the dungeon. This is a level 4 dungeon. This percentage after Den of Devils, it says how much of all the quests for this area has been completed. See, I had to get 5 to 20 to be alright, but I didn't, so I got ambushed. Oh, how dare you strike my cleric? Yeah, it might have seemed a little pointless, but remember he has that raised threat level, so all the monsters are going to be trying to get him. Cleave, not strike. I don't have the other one, so self attack. Attack, attack, attack. Restore him. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo that the druid spell. We'll get to it a bit. Just attack. Heal everybody. Regeneration. Anytime you want to die, ooze. That's one. Give him some weakness, and hopefully that will give her a lot less. Oh, I'm too low to regen anybody. Great. Dang. I don't want to deal with these guys. I have to run for it. Can't heal. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm kind of screwed up a creek here. And I got a 9. Yep, see? When you run from battle, it basically calls you a chicken. So we can actually mine these. And getting grindstone actually it helps with the blacksmith to get him to level up so he can increase your equipment. But we gotta get back to town because we basically ran like sissies. And because we got between 2 and 20, we didn't get ambushed. And then when you're going from place to place, and you're ambushed based on the monsters at that place. So I should probably just level up here in town before I go back to that cave. So my local time I got 11:58, so it's been nearly an hour right now. So we're gonna close out the stream here, and maybe pick it up again next weekend if I find time. Because sometimes I get a couple of days off, sometimes I get 1 day off, sometimes I get no days off. My work is just messed up. So I'm gonna go save and quit. And I'm gonna flip through scenes that I made for the test on OBS here, just to see them come up on the stream or not. Alright. Now that I didn't forget that. I guess that's gonna be about it for the day. So, thanks for hanging out, anybody who's still around. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.